Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Pseudo's Crochet and More. This is your host Crystal. Today I'm bringing you an online walkthrough of the Sew Biz company that I had videos for last week with the walkthrough of the actual store. So this is their home page that you see here. It does rotate on what it shows at the top. As you can see here, that looks like the fabric wall with some yarn at the bottom of it. There's some more fabric with some scissors, the cutting tool that I use for making tassels, and it goes back to that. So of course this is the home page here. You can see that they have the option to select shop, calendar, classes, or look at their history, any news that they have, how to contact them, and if you have an account to log in. And then down here, I wanted to let you guys know about this. They do sewing machine repairs. They are certified to repair this Bernina brand, and as well as most other brands as well. So if you're in the Radford, Fairlawn area of Virginia, you can definitely check them out if you're having issues with your sewing machine. Let's go ahead and go to the shop page. Alright, so when you go to the shop, they're going to bring up what is brand new, free, and they do offer free shipping on orders over $100. In-store or curbside pickup is also available. Go through this here. And then at the bottom of the new stuff, they do have their different products individually listed, or you can look on the left side and go from that section as well. So we're going to go ahead and check out their yarn. I think it's further down here. There it is, knitting and needlework. And then it has the accessories to choose from there, embroidery thread, kits, yarn, wool and felting supplies, needles and crochet hooks, and cross stitch. So you see they do offer a lot more than just yarn. I'm going to go ahead and click on the yarn. And then you can search by it being a certain color. Let's see. You can also search on the content of the yarn. Now, as you see, there are options on the left side as well to choose from, but if you just want to scroll through and look at the pretty pictures, that's nice too. I like how they have the alpaca with actual a picture of an alpacas on there for you to choose from. So that one has alpaca, llama, and I want to say wool. Let's see. Okay, so this one here for the alpaca one is alpaca, llama, and alpaca or llama blends. So it could be alpaca blended with something else. It could be llama blended with something else. And then you can see what they have to offer here. Marisol. And there is 2 pages worth of stuff here. I did see this there. That was very fuzzy, the Barako Mochi. And it is chain spun. It's $12.29 per donut, I think those things were called. The style that they're excuse me. Alright. And then of course it's got quick links if you wind up scrolling all the way down to the bottom. It does give their address, their email if you want to contact them that way, their phone number, and then the map of where they're located. And this used to be in another location of the store. And all the way down at the bottom, well, not really, it's not that far, but underneath it does let you know that it's made in Italy. It's 1.75 ounces, 191 yards, and then it gives you the crochet and knitting gauges that you need for knitting. Needle size is 5.5 millimeter for crochet. It is hook size 6 millimeter. J 6 millimeter. And J is a J. J. Yeah, it's the letter J for the letter, but it's a 6 millimeter. I can't remember what other than it being the J, can't remember if it's this K is 6.5. There's something with the J, a number to associate, like I9 is 5 millimeter, 5.5. H is 5. So, if I'm correct, I might be wrong in this right next moment. I just woke up and I do apologize. And then underneath all that, it gives you the yarn fiber info: 30%, 37% alpaca, 35% nylon, 26% merino wool, and 2% other. Which I'm thinking the other might be these little flecks that are in here. I could be wrong. That could be like viscose or something else. Alright. And it does tell you what color it is up here. There isn't any way to change the color of it. So let's go back here. If there are other colors, I do believe they put them separately, so just be careful. If it's not the color you want, you go back to the right color. And of course, it started back off on page 1. Alright. So it does look like that is the only Barocco or Barocco. I'm saying Barocco. I don't know why I'm saying Barocco. I've heard people say it Barocco. Mochi yarn. It's called Red Bean for that one. Alright. And then if you go back, I want to see if you go back. Let's go back to the yarn. It'll go back to how you want to choose what type of yarn you're looking for. And you can also choose it by the weight. So if you know what weight you like, you can go straight to that weight and just look at those weights. So if you're a person like me, I don't do lace 1 weight or number 2. I am going to try to learn how to work with number 2 weight, but I don't think I'll ever get down to 1 or lace. They have a sales section for their yarn. And I had some of this one here, the Euro Baby Nurture yarn, color in the amethyst. It's still there when I was there that day. For $8, I guess that's not too bad considering it was $12, so it's a $4 discount. And again, this one, I'm not sure if they will ship internationally, so you might want to check if there's something that you've seen at this store that you'd like to purchase. I would reach out to them by email first, if you're out of the US, to check to see if they do international shipping. All right, let's go back here to the yarn sale. And again, they do have these ones set up by color, so if you click on it, you won't have the chance of selecting a different color option. This brown sheep, lamb's pride stuff, you might as well get it for felting. That stuff was so rough. It was like it just came off the sheep. Well, maybe not just off the sheep, because I think sheep, on a sheep, it'd be a little bit softer, but that's just my opinion on how this felt here. And I do believe if it's sold out, they would let you know that it's sold out. So, and these ones, this was cool. That, I just seen Crystal from Bag O' Day unbox her mystery yarn and got some of this branded of yarn in her mystery. So it was nice to see that and actually get to feel it in store. That was pretty nice and soft. They did have a lot of Cascade Noble Cotton yarn, different colors of it available, and as you'll see, there's 4 pages. I'm just going to go ahead and go through this real quick for you, just so you can see what they have on sale. This here was actually a pretty color. I did not get any, and I don't know if I will before they sell out of it. It's a merino wool and cotton blend. Now I'm going to have to go back here and go back down to the bottom of the page and go to the next page. I wish it would just take it back to where you left off. Alright, there's some more of that brown sheep, lamb's pride yarn. They had it in the 4-weight and in a bulky, and the bulky was even rougher to touch. I definitely wouldn't make anything out of this to be up against the skin unless you have a shirt underneath of it or something to protect your skin, because it was just that rough. Pretty colors. Don't get me wrong, there was a lot of pretty colors to choose from, but I would make a bag or something to felt. Like this elderberry wine. That's pretty with all the purples. Next page. Some more of that baby nurture yarn, which reminds me of softball yarn with the bumps that it has on it. It's that bumpy yarn everybody talks about. Some people like the bumps and some people do not. They're like, no bumps, please. There's some more of that brown sheep, lamb's pride yarn. And here, this is the thicker, this was really like a roving style, as you can see here in the picture, that it goes from thick to thin here. I'm going to say that that's a roving style. This one was called candy corn. That does not look like candy corn. Maybe like chocolate and something, but not candy corn. And it was called burley spun yarn. Brown sheep burley spun. Leave that up for a second in case you're interested in this style of yarn. Alright, now we go back, which I think it's just going to take me back to page 1. We were on page 3. Yes. Alright, there we go. And there's some more Marisol that was on clearance. That was a different style that was on clearance, I do believe. And I know I'm showing you all the clearance stuff and what happens if it's gone when you get to it, right? I'm sorry. I am recording this on February 19th, 2023, in the early morning. This will be put out on Monday. I do apologize. I did not get this out on Friday like I was planning to last week. And I think, I want to say that Christopher Magody also got some of this stuff too with the metal tweed. I could be wrong. Could have been a different company she got it from. And that was actually kind of soft considering there was a metal tweed going through it. And on to the last page. Right? And then there's some more of the, well, that was Pacific Cascade Honey Gold that was on sale there. It doesn't show it being on sale. Maybe this is something that's recently been put on here, because I don't remember that being on sale when I was there last weekend. And then they had some knitting needles that were on sale, that are on sale. Has anybody tried this brand of yarn, the KFI luxury? And as long as it's one of the KFIs, because they did have a few of these there that day, and that's that. I mean, the price is worth, you know, is it worth $32 or $50 when it started out? I'm guessing it didn't last long, because it is now $32.99 right now. I don't know if this is being clearanced out or if it's just on sale to get people to come in and check it out. Let me know if you've ever used this brand of yarn and how you liked it and what you made with it in the comment section below. I will link all of my videos from the walkthrough in the description below, the description box below, as well as their online website as well. This does say it is 100% fine superwash wool. Knitting needles is a US 5 to 7, which is a 3.75 to 4.5 millimeter knitting needles, and a crochet hook 9 through 7, which is hook size F5 through 7. Okay, they don't give the millimeters on that. It does not state what the weight size is, though. I'm guessing it's going to be a 3 or a 4. I don't remember if I seen this or looked at it when I was there. Maybe it's something new that was recently added. Looks like it's a 3 weight. Looking at this here, I'm not gonna be able to zoom in on it though. Yeah, there's no millimeters given for the hook size for the crochet hook. Oh, that says UK. Wow. Okay, so UK, excuse me. The weather's been really funky here. I'm not used to having this warm over winter, to be honest. All right, so in the US, the hook and needle sizes must be the same. So this must be a 2 weight, maybe a 3, and it's just suggesting a smaller hook for it. So in the UK, it's a hook size F5 through 7. And the knitting needle, UK 9 through 7. Because their hook sizes can vary from the US hooks. For all of you that are out in the UK area or Canada. Well, Canada, I think you guys, if anybody from Canada watches this, I do believe you go by the US terms for crochet hooks and knitting needles. I'm going back to the last page. That is a pretty color. I love purple. If you can't tell, I normally pick out purples when I go doing walkthroughs and shop. Well, that kind of shop with me is because I do wind up picking out a few things to get. at the end. Again, that weather. I moved from West Texas to basically not West Virginia, the state, but west of regular Virginia. And this winter has been nothing like I'm used to. Nothing. I thought it would be colder all the time up here. Nope. It was in the 70s the other day. Now it's dropped into, let's see, right now it's 35 degrees outside where I'm at. Okay, back to the yarn. So, okay, I did not see this. If I did see this, I'm going to kick myself for not getting it because that is really pretty. It is a superfine merino wool, 50% cotton blend. It's going to be probably a 4 weight, considering it's a 4.5 millimeter to 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. That's really pretty. Lobos de Tierra, number 8. Okay. Alright, let's go back to the sale page real quick. Go back to page 4 and see if there's anything else here. See a lot of knitting needles, circular knitting needles on sale. There's some more of that brown sheep lamb's pride. If anybody's used that to make items and not felted, let me know what you thought of this yarn and what you made with it. Alright, well that's the end of the sales. Now, again, there are, so many different ways that you can choose what kind of yarn you want to go to, and if you want to look for certain content, if you want to look for certain weight, you have the option of doing that. And then down here, I'm not sure, maybe this must be all yarns here. I'm not sure why that's listed down here at the bottom. It doesn't state what this is. It does say there's 30 pages of it, so this must be all of their yarns. I thought this was really pretty. I like purple and black, and I think there's even some gray in there, but again, I'm not a number 1. Anything below a 3 right now I don't crochet with yet. I'm trying to learn how to knit so I can use it for knitting with the lower weights, but right now my hook and my needle and my yarn aren't getting along very well, and I don't know if it's the needle or the yarn or both. So here you can see, you can also go through the yarn just as everything together as well. Alright, now let me go ahead and take you back to the shop real quick. Do you want to show you one more thing? Okay, well. Okay, so the classes. So they do have craft classes. They have mastery classes. I never even heard of this company, to be honest. Everybody knows of the standard ones, but this one, never heard of. If you've heard of it, let me know. This one is for quilting classes, and then do apologize. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna have to start taking my honey again. Alright, and then sewing classes, and then if you want to, you can look at all of them. So let's see what kind of clubs they have. So they do have embroidery club, which is machine embroidery, overlocker or /serger machine club, Stash Busters Club is now Sit and Sew. Twisted Stitchers, Needles and Hooks. That's cute how they have this picture. They're all sitting at the table crocheting or knitting. And then they have the Sew Biz Cross Stitchers Club. Alright. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's walkthrough. I did not go over everything, so I will link their website down below in the description box. Blah, 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 blah. You're going to get the natural me. I'm not going to re-record unless there's something kind of other kind of issue going on. You're going to get what you get with me. I do give you my own opinion. I do not, I'm not affiliated with anybody, sponsored by anybody yet. And even if I were to be reached out, I don't think I would be, because I want to give my honest opinion about yarn companies and otherwise. So, all right. On that note, I hope you have a crafty, stay safe and have a crafty day.